The biggest challenge is not to write new code, it is to work with the code that is already there. Today we want to talk about what we should do in order to constantly and consistently modernize our project and our product, and what we should do before we touch a single line of code. We have to know our product. We are working on the source code all day. Of course we know our product. We have written the code base ourselves. We know all about this. Yes, no, we do not. And that's the thing. We have to know all about it, not just about the source code. It is obviously very helpful that we know a lot about the source code, how it is structured, how it works, how it should work, let's put it like that. Before we start with any line of code we want to modernize, we truly have to understand the product and what its business cases are. Whenever you are not sure what your business use cases for the product are, ask yourself, how do we actually make money? Who buys our product? Or if we are working on an open source project, why are others using our product as a library to build their own product? What are the 5 most important business use cases of our product? These business use cases, once we have discovered them, we must always keep in mind when we are looking into making changes to our product. We want to improve them. We want to make our business use cases even more profitable than they are today. What we do not want to do, obviously, is with our modernizations or our refactorings destroy or diminish our income. The thing is, most of the time we are not even aware what is our business use case because we are not looking at the bigger picture. Every modernization, we should always begin by looking at our main business use cases. It is also very important to know these business use cases to justify our modernization. When we cannot do that, why should anyone be listening to us if they cannot make more money out of it? We have to convince them. And how do we convince people who are responsible for money? We tell them how they can make even more money in the future with our product modernization. If they are not willing to make these modernizations, they are risking their business models. They are risking their income, their important business use cases. Because what happens most of the time is product modernization takes a very low priority. It does not earn us any money, features do. Now we have to convince them in the long term it is very important for you to have a constant modernization of your software, of your code base. Because if you do not do that, you will risk your business use cases because your code base will rot over time. Maybe even security issues, vulnerabilities that creep up over time. Everybody else around you is just moving forward and you're getting left behind. Necessary product modernizations are all too often prioritized so far to the back or abandoned completely. Up until a certain point, it is just too late to start the modernization. All the frameworks or libraries you're using are already way ahead of you, and in order to catch up, you basically would have to rewrite your entire code base, which will be much more expensive than constantly modernizing your product.